Crazy Daisy. The folklore of Crazy Daisy. In a forgotten corner of the moorlands, where the mist clings to the ground like ancient whispers, there lies the ruins of Hollowshade Village. Among its shattered gravestones and blackened trees, the tale of Crazy Daisy is still told, though only in hushed tones. Daisy Everwood was a peculiar child, born under a blood moon with eyes the colour of storm clouds. The villagers claimed her arrival brought misfortune. Livestock withered, crops rotted in the fields, and the village well turned sour. Her mother, a widow, dismissed the superstitions and raised Daisy with love. But Daisy was different. She spoke to shadows, sang haunting lullabies to unseen listeners, and often wandered to the abandoned chapel at the edge of the woods, where the air tasted of rust and sorrow. One fateful autumn, when Daisy was no older than 7, the village suffered its greatest calamity. A sickness swept through Hollowshade, sparing none but Daisy. The last to succumb was her mother, whose fevered cries filled their tiny cottage. When her mother's body grew still, Daisy stepped out into the cold night, dragging her doll behind her. A crude, stitched thing with buttons for eyes and a crooked grin. The next morning, Hollowshade was eerily silent. The villagers were gone, their homes left to rot, their belongings abandoned. All that remained was Daisy sitting on the chapel steps with her doll cradled in her lap, humming a tune that no one had taught her. Over the years, travellers who dared pass through Hollowshade reported strange occurrences. They spoke of a little girl with stormy eyes, seen skipping through the ruins, her laughter echoing like shattered glass. Some claimed she whispered secrets to the wind, secrets that made grown men weep. Others swore they saw her doll move on its own, its button eyes gleaming in the darkness. The brave or foolish, who ventured too close to the chapel, would sometimes find strange carvings on its walls. Spirals, runes, and the shape of a little girl holding hands with something much larger, with horns that scraped the heavens. The tale of Crazy Daisy grew over the centuries. Some say she was a demon child, a harbinger of doom. Others believe she was an innocent, cursed by the sins of the village. A few whisper that she still wanders the ruins, searching for her mother, her doll in tow. They say if you hear her lullaby, you must not follow it, for it will lead you into the mist, where the shadows have teeth and the trees weep blood. And if you ever find a crude doll with buttons for eyes left on your doorstep, leave it untouched. Crazy Daisy doesn't like to be ignored.